morning, everybody. I am Barry Kaufman, the Executive Director of Common Cause Pennsylvania. It's become pretty clear that the Pennsylvania legislature is in dire need of some adult supervision. Hopefully the people of Pennsylvania will begin to provide that supervision. The seemingly never-ending practice of upping the ante on political payback has been escalating for decades. This must end now. Neither the Democrats or the Republicans have clean hands in this situation. But the behavior in last week's Rules Committee meeting was both immature and unprofessional. It was an embarrassment to the citizens of Pennsylvania and an affront to representative democracy. The citizens of Pennsylvania deserve so much better. They deserve a government in which its representatives spend their time working together, seeking to solve the state's problems, instead of seeking to stick it to the other party. Every member of the legislature must have the ability to have his or her say. Each member of the House or Senate, whether a grizzled old-timer or an enthusiastic freshman, represents the same number of people, and the leadership owes each member the opportunity to pursue his or her duties to their constituents. Pennsylvanians deserve a legislature that is managed in a manner that guarantees it will be deliberative, inclusive, open, effective, and accountable.
What happened last Wednesday and what happens today prove that how things get done determines what things get done. Unfortunately, the men and women we pay so well have spent most of the past week talking about the politics of the situation instead of the substance of the legislation. Pennsylvania citizens deserve the best laws of their kind in America, and that is far more important to our citizens than what happened last Wednesday. The legislation deserves to be considered from all perspectives, whether one agrees or disagrees with the ideas presented, because our diverse citizenry shares those diverse perspectives. So I ask both leaders and the rank-and-file members of each caucus to have the debate of ideas that results in high-quality laws. Instead of worrying about who gets the credit, worry about whether the laws you finally enact are as good as they can be for the citizens of Pennsylvania.
As a candidate who ran for legislature in the last election, I'm sort of almost happy I didn't get elected because I didn't want to see this kind of partisanship. Didn't want to see this kind of partisan atmosphere exist in this building in this new decade. However, as for the expectation that this new legislature would have a chance at reform, I'm afraid, in my opinion, it's a DOA, dead on arrival.
I was joking earlier about the inside baseball, and it is inside baseball to a certain degree, but it really does have a major impact on our democracy. The amendment process is the one way that the minority has of influencing legislation that they don't like, to make it less onerous, to make it more palatable to members in their own districts, and to virtually eliminate any possibility of amendment means that you're disenfranchising people who are represented by the minority party.